Hello and welcome to another episode of Binding Roll, where we play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons in the world of the 9th Age. I'm your host, Swamp Swimmer. Hey, if you are watching this and you are unfamiliar with the 9th Age, it is a rank and flank wargaming tabletop strategy game, I guess you'd call it, that I play all the time and that this YouTube channel and Twitch channel is dedicated to. If you are at all interested in that, please check out the link in the description below. It'll take you directly to the official website where you can get all the information you'll need to play a game and also hopefully find a community. But today we're playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, and let's you know what? Let's just go to the intro video and then we'll get into it.
No one in this world can you trust. Not men, not women, not beasts. This you can trust.
All right, everyone. It's been a solid, 3 weeks since we have played a game of Dungeons & Dragons, and unfortunately, I hate to admit it, but it's my fault. 2 weeks ago, it was my wife's birthday. We had a great time, but she does not like it when I go play Dungeons & Dragons on her birthday. And after that, I was actually vacationing with my wife also in Seattle when I'm normally here in San Francisco all week. So that's why we couldn't play, but we're back this week. But let's go through our usual starting ceremonies, asking everyone what they're drinking, and then we'll get into what happened in the last episode, if I can remember what happened in the last episode. But tonight, I am drinking Tio Rodrigo Stout Churro Cerveza Artesanal. Again, I shop at Trader Joe's, and this is one of the brands they have at Trader Joe's, and it's fabulous if you like stouts. Anyway,
like
Erky.
a cinnamon?
Churros.
Yeah, cinnamony
like,
churro.
Is it like? Okay, that I could see that going well for a stout. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Erky, what are you drinking?
Something but too much grenadine.
Okay. Sam, what are you drinking?
10 barrels pub beer.
Nice.
There we go. Good old lager.
Yeah. Load, what about you?
All right, I have the Wasatch Brewery Snowbank Amber Lager in honor of the snowstorm we had this last weekend.
A big
Bobcat was
snowstorm
here
in
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah.
Everything all good? You can still drive?
Yeah, we can handle snow here.
Are you well enough to go snowboarding again?
I haven't yet. I probably could. I'm not pushing it quite yet, but maybe this weekend.
Sunset.
Get back on that horse.
I am drinking scotch.
Nice.
Just
I feel-
scotch.
I feel like that's such a departure for you. Usually you got some sort of crazy mixed drink going on.
Yeah, and I thought about it, and I was just too lazy, and I haven't had a good glass of scotch in a while, so I was like, I'll just sip on some scotch tonight.
Oh wait, is this the sheep dung scotch?
No, that's whiskey.
Oh, it's whiskey.
This
My
is-
bad.
This
My
is
bad.
scotch. Although technically this is also whiskey. It is Scotch whiskey, but you know.
That's a whole other show.
Yeah,
We don't need to get into that.
we do not.
We can.
In character, maybe.
When we
In
all
character.
have scotch, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
So if we jump back 3 weeks in time and think about how last episode ended, you guys officially ran into a battle with a mysterious Sylvan elf bounty hunter who took the life so tragically of Kalen. You picked up Erky.
Gone too soon.
Too soon. We miss you. This bounty hunter mysteriously disappears using like a teleporting door across the veil. But you guys chose not to pursue him into the veil, which was interesting.
It's scary, man.
Which
Yes.
screwed all of my plans.
I told you about doors, man.
After you.
And then you went and had a little discussion with Sunset's mother, which I am. Did I ever name your mother in the episode? I don't think I did.
No, you didn't.
Okay, just met Sunset's mother. And what was at Sunset? Since it was an experience you had with yourself, with just you and your mother. What you tell me how it ended. Like where did we leave off with you and your mother?
I basically told her to come at me with everything she had, but know that I'm trying to remember how I worded it. It was something to the effect of, I count somebody with higher power among my family now, or something like that. Just kind of like shoving it in her face that I'm no longer her plaything.
Gotcha.
Or whatever. And that she would need to take it up with that if any harm would come to me, that Celestia, the higher power I was referring to, is would not like it. Would not like it one bit.
Yeah. While you were having this discussion with your mother, the three other people, Lode, Erky, and Sam, had a little adventure with a hawk. Got flown over the city.
Oh yeah. Good joyride.
And then after that, you went, and then right after you finished this discussion with your mother, the encampment, the Sylvan encampment that was outside of Cantamont, mysteriously and magically kind of wrapped up real quickly, and they disappeared off into the night, and that caused some distress for the Duke, but you were able to calm him down. And we lastly left off with Spam Sandwich was trying to convince Sam to get him on the boat to the Crusades. That was where we left off. It was middle of the night. It's approximately... Since it was declared that the Crusade is happening, it's only been approximately 2 days, and that was a month out when he declared it. So basically, at this point, there's nothing particular in the narrative I want to, bring you on right now. This is a little bit of a time jump, where there's a number of loose ends where I'm gonna bring up all the loose ends I remember for the entire campaign, and this is like half of that time between you taking off to the Crusade and from when you Sunset talked to her mom. And you guys can explore, you go down any avenue you want to. So, the couple loose ends. One, if you remember, Claude was seen guarding and going down into the entrance to the catacombs that were previously ruined, and there's something being guarded down there by Claude. Also, in the dungeons, we currently have the Hobbitator under imprisonment, which he also was responsible for the attacks on you the Scarred Palms being in the city, and also kidnapping the wife and children of Sir Patrick, who attacked you
And
out
he
of.
was the original owner of the cursed axe.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. He actually, you're not quite sure him personally had it, but definitely the Scarred Palms did. You gave that axe to Claude for safekeeping. What
Presumably
other?
to give it to one of the sorcerers that are technically my rivals, who would be able to deal with it.
Correct.
Presumably.
We talked about the whole situation with Sunset and her mother, and the mysterious Sylvan elf bounty hunter. There's also the number of guests of the Duke, which are still in the keep. That is Zenislaw, the infernal dwarf, Giovanni, who is the God, I keep forgetting the name of the country. The Italian hunter. You also have
Euro trash destined to die.
the Euro trash hunter. You still have Marguerite, who is the one of the high ups in the Ordo Ministry, who has a loving, tender relationship with Lode.
Oh, I think we tied that loose end up, right?
Oh, that's what you think.
Well, you certainly tied something.
Down at the Unicorn's Bounty, you still have Darius, your #1 fan, and of course the trusty Porky Shinwell is behind the bar. And I think lastly, and then you also have Wa Lafleur, who's kind of your arch enemy, but he has been named to the Marshal of the Crusade. And lastly is Helen de Montprat, who is the woman with the shaved head in the toga uniform, who has now taken up kind of influence over the Duke, or you see her talking to the Duke. And you remember her talking to the Duke about vitalism and the virtues of vitalism.
There's one more.
One more. What's the last one? What am I forgetting?
My job.
Oh, yeah.
My job. The job that it's becoming. It's seeming that I'm probably not going to get paid for, even though I feel like I've delivered on it.
You were tasked with
knows?
killing the head of the Scarred
Eliminating
Palms.
the Scarred Palms.
Yeah. That was just a note on your door. No one's really claimed it to your face yet.
Right. But something to look into while we've got this time skip.
Mm-hmm. And also, lastly, Claude, the head of the Duke's Guard, also requested of Erky. Was that Erky? I forgot who he spoke to, but he requested of you that he wants to go on the crusade also.
Oh yeah. That was Erky. He had voiced that desire to
It might have been Kalen, but yeah,
he's got some trusted people on the. I want to mention to Rest Group. So there's also Erky's project at the
yes,
the Ordo.
Erky is technically under
the
contract
door
with
lock,
the Ordo to finish the mechanisms that will build the reliquary that carries the remains of Sir Lanval the Honorable, the Valiant, Sir Lanval the Valiant.
The Q.
How many days from now until the Crusade boat leaves do we have?
So about slightly under 4 weeks. So I said a month, and then it's been approximately 2 days since it was, yeah. But I'm gonna say in this episode we're gonna at least time jump a week, because if we don't do a little bit of time jump, we're never gonna leave.
Yeah. Season 5, we finally leave.
Yeah, I'm up for following Claude, see what's going on down in the catacombs. I also got a job to do, but
Yeah, I would check that out as well.
Yeah, that's good. I'm intrigued
Oh.
by this vitalism angle though too.
And
I want to
there's
get
a bunch
paid.
of- Yeah, me too. And also, there are pets we might be able to acquire from the local zoo.
Right.
Oh,
Yes,
There's
that
as
was
well.
another thing. You
Right.
flew over the zoological gardens of Cantamont, where currently Moonclaw, the hippogriff that you guys that was in episode 1 of season 1 of this series, is being held. I don't think he's being held. It's
Wouldn't
just
it be both of them?
Yes, both Moonclaw
did.
and Sunclaw. But Moonclaw
Yeah,
is
the
definitely
other
the one
one
that
Didn't like us so much.
Sunclaw didn't like you very much.
Right.
Moonclaw
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, Moonclaw's a pro. That one not so much. So catacombs then?
Good catacomb.
Catacombs.
So a few days later, after a little bit of time of rest and relaxation, and the city of Cantamont is kind of getting back down to a regular rhythm of daily life after the encampment has left the Sylvan Elves. Trade, as always, continues to get stronger. The city, after it's coming out of this dark time when Rose was it Rose? Yeah, Rose, one of the followers of the Dark God. Was it Rose? No, it was Sophia. Was pretending to be the Duchess and was controlling the Duke, and all the walls were shut off, and it became a insulated city. But the city's bouncing back. The trade district is growing. The docks are rife with travelers and merchants. The one exception to this is the Dur district. The district of fabric production and fabric trade, particularly silk, is still, even with a higher presence of guards and the guards becoming stronger in the city back to where it was, this district hasn't been able to have been penetrated by the long arm of the law, which is commanded by the Duke. It hasn't been able to penetrate this neighborhood yet. In fact, it feels this neighborhood has got even stronger. There are continual reports of petty theft, of small misdemeanor crimes, or reports of, more serious crimes to also murder, that sort of thing, murder, kidnapping. But the riffraff, the criminals, the continued sighting of hobgoblins keeps this neighborhood lawless, shall we say.
Sounds like a job for the Burning Blades.
Blade buds.
Blade friends forever.
We could enforce a curfew. Just kill everybody on site after a certain hour.
So it's like the Purge now.
Yeah, that's
Something like
that's one way to do it.
I mean, we could just set fire to that part of the city every night.
Yeah.
Again.
Or we could create some kind of protection racket.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Let's
gotta
do
get
that.
paid.
Now,
I mean,
how do
these-
we get the money without actually doing any of the work?
Why don't we brainstorm while we go check out the catacombs?
Okay.
So as you come down the stairs one morning, a few days later, it's the standard scene in the main hall of the castle. The Duke is not there, but Giovanni is there drinking. Zenislav is there going over his paperwork and tallying his accounts. While Lefleur is there, already, sipping some wine and looking over, observing everyone else in the hall. Claude is nowhere to be seen. And Helen, the bald woman, is nowhere to be seen either. So you want to head over to the catacombs. Not the catacombs. The catacombs. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I haven't been there, but I'll follow someone.
Yeah, definitely. This is the back door that you went into to get down into the catacombs previously.
It just so happens it's in this room.
Well, it's at the back end of the Great Hall. Like it's a huge hall. It's guarded by a gate that, if you remember in season 1, this entrance. No, it didn't collapse. No, it was just locked. So you go over there.
They didn't let us in. There were definitely people who could have let us in, or whatever, Kaylin and crew.
You head over, and there are 2 guards stationed in front of the locked gate, standing at attention.
Morning, gentlemen. Are you going to accompany us into the catacombs today?
Keep in mind, one of the guys died last time.
What?
Well,
was it guys? I can't remember.
It could be your lucky day too.
Load might not have even been there for that.
So we know one died. The other, maybe?
Oh,
We never saw him again. Yeah, like he got lost. For all we know, it's
Still
only
down.
been 18 months.
Somewhere
He could
around
still
there,
be
yeah.
down there.
There were
I'm
2
sure he
guards,
found
two
something.
knights that went down with you. One was killed, one went off in the night and was never seen again, and then you guys freaking murdered Jacques.
Yeah.
I maintain that he was
thing.
already dead. We were killing his zombie.
Oh, this is one other loose end that you can investigate. All of Kaylin's belongings are still in her room in the keep. But as you approach you, and Sam says hello, the guards say, "Hello, Sam. We all appreciate your good times in the keep, but we have been instructed to never let you do not let anyone into the catacombs. I am sorry, my friend."
Well, I just told us to go down here.
Arkia, those
Take you
pop
guys
rocks.
with us.
I'm sorry, Sam.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm sorry, Sam. I do not care what War has to say. We follow the lead of Claude. We are the keep's guard.
Did I
Have
say
you
why I
seen
meant Claude? Yes. Claude told us to take you guys with us down to the catacombs to explore.
I need
He
you to
said
give
there's
me.
some new danger down there.
I need a persuasion check at disadvantage because you straight up said the wrong name.
Hey,
Drunk all the time. They should know that of him.
I see we're at it again.
First roll
Nice.
28.
So charming.
I mean,
Well, can I re-roll that because I didn't get
What?
Can I re-roll that? It's less than a 9 or whatever.
Oh, it's
was
like
like
you
reroll it
can't
again?
get less than
oh
a 10.
yeah, no. You,
that's
you can't
after-
you can't roll less than a 10.
But it's
Yeah.
after. Is it before or after modification? Is it a straight 10 roll or is
yeah,
it? Look it
that's
up.
the
Look it up.
question.
Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, which this does, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. So that would actually be a 21. 21
Wow.
or 28.
That's so awesome.
That is
Wow, that's
Wow.
incredible.
well
Wow.
played. Well played.
Sam just got better at everything.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Finally hitting his stride.
So as you say to them, like, hey, I'm just having a good time. You're like, we're gonna go have fun. You, you like just like out of nowhere, you have 2 mugs of beer, and you like instinctually stick the beer out to them, and with just an instinct, they stick their hand up, and man, there's a mug of fresh brew in their hand, and they're like, they look at the beer, they look at you, they squint their eyes in thought, and they're like, "Oh, Sam, you're a fun one, Sam. Yeah. Go ahead."
Yeah.
And one turns
Well done,
around
Sam.
and,
Sam.
Well done.
and clicks open the lock, opens the gate. He says, "Just promise me, Sam, do not tell Claude we'll let you into the catacombs. He will be very mad at us."
Oh,
Can
you
you
know
tell
me,
us-
guys. It'll be fine.
Can you
Cheers.
tell us what's down here, what we might be expecting, and why you're guarding it before we go in?
Lord, Claude has kept this
Sam, you
very
asked.
safe. There is, we do not know. We have not been down there. Claude has kept it secret from us.
Gotcha. Great.
It's the 5th door, sister.
All right. Well, see ya.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can do something here.
The sand snake got bigger.
Remember that sand snake that
Yeah,
was?
we never did deal with that thing.
What thing?
The
The giant snake in the catacombs.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was an undead snake, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll say that the
Sure.
rats ate it, or it ate rats and it died. I didn't
Or
do
it ate rats and it's been growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be it. Fun times.
Okay, hold on. Let's. You know what? We might as well just do this for real here. Let's hold
Great.
on.
We're
one
down here and we have no idea why.
Give me a couple seconds
Wouldn't
to
be
get this
adventurous
all set up.
otherwise.
Yeah. No, I love it. Very Sam energy. Talked our way in. We don't know why. We don't know how. But damn it, we're gonna have a good time.
Just another day.
Yep.
At least we can be reasonably assured that persuasion checks will succeed from here on out.
That's a. I mean,
Sam's the sweet
I thought it.
talker
I
now.
thought it was modified, not the straight dice.
No,
roll. It's
no,
like,
no.
Damn.
No, it's
That's why I
literally you
took
can
it.
treat a dice roll of 10 or of 9 or less as a 10. Yeah. It's stupid in how powerful it is, particularly when you're like super proficient in the skill. Like Sam is plus 11. That's
I like
an auto 21 regardless of what he rolls.
Love it. All about it.
Like that on top of lucky, like forget about it.
You just can't fail anything, basically.
Can't
Yeah,
fail.
it's
Can't fail.
Well,
Okay, here we
so
go.
many stuff with proficiency. So like athletics, deception, wit, medicine, persuasion, sleight of hand, and stealth. Any of those like a minimum 10 plus.
So here
okay,
is
so if
the
we need to-
catacombs.
or do you have deception?
I have you on the map here.
Can change that.
Oh, yep, you do. So,
Yep. We'll just change it to Urki next time.
Yeah, it's still
Just
your
wearing the
Kalen
skin-
token,
the,
but I'm
the skin wearing the skin of Kalen.
yeah.
Big enough.
We're using the Kalen token, but
I got
it's you. You enter down the stairs, and it's the same catacombs you remember. So the map is wide open. It's unghosted here, so you can see all what it looked like before. Oh, there's another guy out here. Hold on. There
well, and
go.
we have the actual map of the catacombs, at least how it was,
Yes, you do.
18 months ago. So,
But yeah, you come down. It's it's the same as it was before, except for one difference. It is now lit. Like there's torches regularly along the wall. It's a place that now looks like it's under control. That, you know what I'm saying? Still dust on the floor. Still an ancient area in the castle, but it's no signs of skeletons,
maybe
no
no
signs
giant,
of rats.
We hear anything at all?
Give me a perception
And does
check.
it sound French?
It is me, Jacques. I am smoking a cigarette.
The ghost of Jacques is still here, haunting this
would be.
place.
Hey,
He would be.
I got a 7.
10.
Hmm.
8. This is perception, right?
17.
You all hear nothing. Just quiet. It's very quiet down here.
Okay.
Is it too quiet?
Damn it.
It's certainly quiet. I can't,
Fair
can't give
question,
you more than that.
but damn it.
Like, are we under the effects of a silence spell? Can everybody hear me?
Nope.
No.
So,
Let me see. Try to track if we see Claude's footsteps in the dust.
Yeah, give me a nature check, because nature's tracking, right? Don't not
Yes.
everyone takes it. You guys are just doing it together,
It's fine,
right?
I got
yeah,
this.
we don't
I
have
got
to.
this.
Oh. I want to get away from situations where I say, like, take a perception check and then all 4 of you roll perception. I think it's just one person gets to do it. Maybe 2, I don't know. We gotta think about
like
that.
the information is universally shared. So like, hey, let's just increase the group. So like, statistically, we're always at like 90% to pass.
Exactly. That's the part I want to get away from. But that's a 25. You definitely you're keen Sylvan or not. You're not Sylvan. You're Urky. Your keen
I got her
gnomish
face,
eyes.
I took her eyes. You know, I'm becoming the elf.
Your keen gnomish eyes look around, and you, in the dark, which you're good at seeing through, you see. Oops, there we go. Let's see here. I just want to check out one thing here. You see tracks, recent tracks, and you rolled high enough that you can tell these are tracks from someone wearing, full plate armor, like an Equitanian knight, heading south.
Okay. Good enough for me.
Can you guys control your
This is
tokens
a
on?
caution.
Can you guys control your tokens on roll 20?
I get.
Yep.
Good. All right. So you all head south. Again, more empty catacombs. You rolled high enough, Urky, where you are leading the way, and you can tell that this trail is leading all the way down to the lower level, way up here. No, so you went through this, remember this maze area, all the way down here to where really the signs of it being a Equitanian catacomb changes to the lower ancient foundations of like a an undying dynasty ancient foundation of the city. Would you all like to go down the stairs?
Yeah, man.
Sure.
Find some
I
ancient
guess.
All right, Give me 1 second here.
I mean, is there like anybody guarding the stairs?
It's completely abandoned at this point.
Okay.
So this is down to this lower level. And this is where the obelisk was that you placed the scarab amulet on that warded off the undead down here from season 1. Remind me if I'm correct or not. Do any of you have that scarab amulet from Kalen?
I do.
Yeah. And then I also have one.
No, there was only one. There was only one. I know that for sure.
There's only one.
There were
There's only
two.
one.
There
was
was
only
one that
one.
we found in the hotel that was given to Kalen, and then there was one that we found down here that was powering one of the obelisks.
I took her amulet and swords when we were at the.
I thought it only. We applied the one that we found.
I
to
think you
the
applied.
obelisk to
Yeah,
power
I'm
it
gonna
up.
I'm gonna
I don't
call the ball.
recall
Even if I was wrong
finding
back
any
then.
obelisk already powered up.
Even if I'm wrong, I'm gonna say there's one amulet.
that's-
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there was one amulet. But let's say that
Well,
amulet
I
is the
know
one that you possess, Sunset.
Sorry, Sam. You got the fake one. It's still pretty, but it doesn't do shit.
Ooh, Grady.
It was no. It was a hallucination under a very drunk-induced state. You thought you had the amulet in your possession, when in truth you had nothing.
Let me just
You can blame anything on that.
Sure.
Not wearing clothes at least.
You think you're wearing clothes? I can't tell if you actually are or not, because you are drunk at the moment.
Either
No,
way,
I'm gonna go with Sam has it then, because I could have swore I had it in my inventory, but I do not. So, if there's only
Yeah,
one Sam,
I'm pretty
has it.
sure. I guarantee
Okay.
there was one amulet. I just don't remember who has it.
Well, I will hand it to you since I can't reach the top of these pillar things anyway. So maybe the tallest person should have it.
Maybe.
As you come down the stairs
Okay,
here,
examine.
you notice a few things. First of all, even before this was a ruin. So, some of the pillars are falling over, some of the ceilings kind of caved in at points. It's not it's not being kept up very well. At this point, it is now even more so. You can see the effects of when you were leaving and this level collapsed and you got shot out of the underground river into the bay. And this entrance over here, this hallway, is now closed up. It's been fallen inward with rubble.
Okay.
What's you
Well,
have
thumbs
left
up.
is
Here we go.
I need
You've been here before.
all four. This time, all four of you take a perception check.
Then
16.
9.
So I was 16. Sam and Sunset, you both hear voices, human voices. You cannot understand what they're saying, but it's coming from the north.
To the north. Worst case scenario, we have to kill some fools.
Stealth in there.
Nah.
He's gonna walk in.
I don't see why not.
I mean, is it an open doorway?
Yes.
Okay, can we just like look through and see what's in there first?
For that, you'll have to get closer. Because right now you're on the opposite side. Where Sam just walked up to. He
Yeah,
can now
stealth
see.
up. I'm
You're stealthing.
From
and I'm
around
peeking.
this pillar.
Sneakily peekily.
Sneakily peekling.
Do I see anything?
I need. At this point, I need Sam, Berkey, and Load to all give me a stealth check.
Would be a 16.
Oh, 22.
Nice.
Unbelievable. It's a net
Nice.
20.
So all three of
Critical
you rolled
stealth.
over 10, right?
Hold on, Sam.
Yeah.
Aren't you proficient in stealth?
Oh yeah, 18. Not proficient in reading though.
So it makes it all way more difficult.
All right.
Just want to make sure you're getting full effect out of that.
I stealthed over this way.
Let me get this set up for you guys.
I can go wherever the hell I want now, apparently. So I am going to stand in the doorway and see what we see.
As you enter,
Yes, I'll move up to here. Would you like me to make a stealth check as well?
yes, I would, please.
That'll be a 19. Or, sorry,
Oh.
15. I read the wrong number. Sleight of hand is not
Oh.
stealth, but it's related. Still a 15, though.
Let it feet.
Yeah.
So as you kind of approach the doorway, all four of you, you see. So you look in, and this doorway leads into this room, which doesn't have torches in it, except for one individual holding a torch, which is the individual on the right, which you guys recognize as Claude. What makes this room unique is the half of the room that is closest to you looks like the ancient dig site kind of situation. On the far side of the room, it is purely rubble. Like there was a wall there that has now fallen over. There's no that half of the room doesn't have like beams across the roof. It's like a raw cave in there on the far side of the room. And on the farthest side of the room, on the wall, on the opposite wall right here, you see I'm gonna give away some of the meaning here, but you basically see the Stargate from Stargate.
Oh.
This large stone circular disc almost, but like a ring. It's a ring, it's not a disc, but it's a ring with stone engravements, symbols that you are all not familiar with. No, Load. Give me a
Yeah, I was just about to
history check.
ask. History check.
Yes.
Okay, and I add
Like
double
fire.
my proficiency bonus whenever I am making a check related to the origin of stonework.
No.
Oh.
Damn. Dwarf
That's
action
a
all the
dwarf.
way.
Nice.
So
All right.
it will be this plus 5. So
All right.
19.
So Load, you
Sorry.
recognize you can't read
18.
these carvings at all. But you recognize the patterning and detailing of being the same. I mean, this is a deep secondhand knowledge, but basically it's the same carvings that were involved in season 1.5.
Gotcha.
The
Like
Saurian
on a large
ancient
stone lily
carving.
pad or something like that. Yeah.
But the way you know of it is these are the intruders or whatever, the engagement that happened during season 1.5 that you heard of.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh my god, Urki, what am I talking about? You were part of season 1.5. Urki, you see this. You recognize all this as fighting the Saurian Ancients from season 1.5. I'm an idiot.
Right.
Standing in front of this circular stone work is Claude, and he is standing there with Helen, the bald woman in a toga that was talking to the Duke. And they are having a conversation, and the first thing you hear is Claude say, voices. The Duke says, we cannot have them discover that this has been revealed.
Whoops.
And then Helen says, I understand, but lying is a non-productive form of communicating. And vitalism is about production and not about decay. And with that, you see Claude kind of harumph, like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me." And he says, "Ugh."
I hate her already.
And he says, I know, but these people will exploit this, and it will be used. I don't even know how to use it. This must be kept secret.
Have they seen us at all?
Nope, not yet.
At this point, I'm going to walk. Loda's going to walk into the room and say, "I agree with Claude."
Oh. With that, they both
and I'm
turn.
willing to help.
With that, they both look at you with surprise. And Claude says, "How did you get down here, Lode?"
Sam.
We know a back way.
We came to the
I'm
gate.
not going to dime on those
Wait.
two guards. You know, they're
Wait,
doing their jobs.
you know, you're not lying. We do know a back way.
Exactly.
You do know back way.
And lying is not productive.
Yeah. Why would I do
Not
that?
lying.
Non-productive.
Deliberate
It-
misdirection.
Yeah.
Exactly. Lying
Yeah.
is not productive, but misdirection is fine.
So, with that, you see Helen's expression kind of unchanged. She turns to face you, like no hint of surprise, no expression, just a blank face, just observant. She sees you, and she says, "Welcome to Welcome to what has been revealed by the earthquake, by the collapse of the catacombs. What 3 months ago when that happened? When you guys were injected into the future, into this time?" She says,
Whenever that was.
She says, "Do you
What the
understand
hell
what
is
this-"
this thing?
He says, Do you understand these markings?"
Oh yeah, definitely. We've seen this all over the place.
We can't read them, but they are familiar.
She says, "Yes, I
We can
understand them
decipher them.
too. Do you follow the ways of vitalism?"
Not exactly, but yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Not exactly.
He says, in order for us to be successful in Cantamont, we must protect ourselves from the ways of entropy and the ways of non-production. Our enemies are destruction and decay. We must build. We must do good. Produce. And you can see Claude behind her being like, ugh. Urki, Sam, and Sunset, you have not revealed yourself. As far as you can tell, they don't know you're there.
I'll just wander in, so just fascinated by this stonework and want to see what happens when you start messing with it, and just sort of like ignore them. Just go up to the dial.
Okay.
Don't
Like-
mind her.
Don't mind me.
Give me an Arcana check.
+9. Whoa.
You don't know what this is. This is not something you have seen before.
Okay. Does it look? Are there any? Does it look like anything? Parts of it will move if manipulated by hand.
Yeah, with a 12, yeah. There are moving pieces here, which are still fascinating to you because it's made of stone.
Yeah. I'd like to touch one and turn it.
Okay, relevant question here, I think. Is it just the stone, or is the Stargate like active? Is there?
It's just a stone. It is there. There is no.
Okay.
There's nothing
I know,
like.
Frank called
There's
someone.
nothing moving. There's
See
no
what happens.
the
See what
water effect in the middle. There's none of that going on. It's just the ring.
Gotcha.
While Urky's messing with things she probably shouldn't be, I'll ask the question of the
That's her
group.
whole
Well,
shtick.
if we're worried about this being used against us, and we're not going to use it ourselves, should it not be destroyed?
Jesus. All right. Before anyone can answer, I need Urky to give me a strength check.
Ooh. Strength check, huh? Let's see. Let me. I guess I'm not going to be able to use my Flash of Genius for that, because that is a ability. That's an ability check, right?
It is an ability
Strength
check.
Or
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to use my Flash of Genius. Give me +5.
I'm so smart. I'm strong.
So 10.
As you attempt to move
Yikes.
the pieces of the gate, it doesn't budge against the resistance. You don't even feel like it budge an inch. It's just solid stone.
All right. Time to bring out
But
the crowbar.
as you say, Sunset,
want
as you
help?
say your line about if we're not going to use it, why not destroy it? You see for the first time a hint of emotion in Helen, and she walks straight up to you and gets nose to nose with you. She looks up at you because you're a Sylvan Elf and you're much taller. But she says, "Do not." Do not besmirch the ways of vitalism. While it seems only a mindset, it gives those who follow it strength beyond compare. And she stares you in the eyes.
Like we should definitely destroy it now.
I wasn't talking to you, and then I'll look at Claude.
All right. Claude says, Helen, they've all now seen it. They must know about it too, and we should talk with them. Right now, we're the only two who know. We must protect it. And Claude explains to you that after the incident where you guys showed up, after whatever how many months it was for being away, this was the foundations of the castle shook, and this cavern was revealed. Previously was not here, or it was hidden behind a wall, and the shaking collapsed the wall and it revealed this. Helen has told the Duke and told Claude that she recognizes the carvings, and she recognizes this as a way gate used by the ancient lizard people of Arentia.
Maybe we'll have to take a boat after all.
Can I take a closer look at it?
Yeah.
See if I can maybe help.
Well, you
Ricky
already
out.
investigated it. There's nothing more you're gonna learn.
Yeah.
Yes, but
I have more strengths than.
yeah,
oh,
there's-
you're gonna push on it. You're gonna push on it.
there's,
Yeah.
there's buttons to
Experimental
push.
archaeology.
Give me a strength
I just
check.
want to remove a 10-foot by 10-foot cube of it.
All right. Just a straight strength check, or can I athletics this beast?
Oh, I guess it would be
Provided
athletics.
this
Yeah.
isn't.
Do an athletics check.
Is this technically a magic item?
I don't know. Is
With
it?
advantage. 24.
24. Woo! You
Nice.
kind of
like an
you
End
go
in tears.
you go to one side of like the gear part of it, and you crouch down, put your palms underneath it, do like a squat and thrust kind of thing, and you hear it,
My special.
and you see like one of the rings around the outside, and now that you push it, you realize this is multiple concentric rings, and they're all loose from each other and can spin, and you're pushing the farthest ring on the outside. As you push it, it makes a large, loud noise. Nothing particularly changes about the gate, but I now need everyone to take a perception check.
Or
16.
4, 10, 16, and Sam? Oh, 1.
You can re-roll that.
Well, it
You
also
can
counts as a 10, right?
No, I don't have
yeah,
proficiency in perception.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But I do have the
The
whatever
lucky
it
thing.
is.
I mean,
yeah.
are you going to
Lucky.
roll better than a
Luck.
16?
A 5. Wow.
So, with that, nothing happens. There's a bit of like a moment of suspense where like people are like, and there's a calm pause, and Sunset, you're the only one who hears this, but you hear the sound of stone moving, like, you know, stone grinding against stone, coming from this hallway.
Oh, fun.
release the beast.
Can I make an Arcana check on this device?
Yes, you may.
Oh yeah, that'll be a 23.
Ooh, very
Yes, you understand this. This is a
Thank
way
you,
gate,
Magic
which is the
Lady.
same thing as a teleportation circle in D&D terms.
Reasonable.
Um,
Cool. Cool.
One lore thing you
I
understand is
will
that
mention-
these are hold on. These are not like teleportation circles like they are in D&D. They're not as common. They're of a magic that is much more ancient than the magic that is used on a common basis in now times in the Ninth Age. And you have often heard this magic associated with the Saurian Ancients, which are the lizard folk, and also the something called the Ancients, which are ancient kind of mythological godlike beings that were said to that the myths are that the ancient ones were these powerful godlike beings that created the lizard folk to do their grunt work. But yes, you saw how how Lode pushed the ring and made it move. You understand that will not make this thing work. You understand this requires magic to use it, very high level of magic, and it requires magic on both ends of the teleportation circle situation.
Okay. Do I understand what would happen if one side of it were to be made non-operational? Like if a giant chunk of it were to suddenly go missing?
For example.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know for certain, but you can make a good guesstimate that it would break the connection.
Okay. And do I get a sense of whether the device itself is inherently magical, or does it require, like, when the connection is made, that whatever magic is being used on both sides is what imbues it with magic at that time?
No, it's
I.e., is it magical now, or does it need to be magical, or does it become magical when it activates?
it is magical now.
Okay.
And
Then
with
my
that,
go-to idea would not work. I will mention that I heard grinding from the other door, though.
as
to
you're
everybody else.
attempting to explain that, I need everyone to roll initiative.
And
22.
16. You're muted.
You're muted, Rob. Load.
So actually, it says 3, but that should have been with advantage.
Says 14.
Oh, okay.
It's got 2 rolls on my view.
Cool. That's good.
Oh, I'm just setting this up for everyone. Hold on 1 second.
It was showing the lower of the 2 on my screen.
There we go. Okay, what did Sunset get?
22.
What
17
did
plus
Load
5.
get?
14.
What did Sam get?
16.
And Urki?
10.
I see snakes.
Snakes.
All right.
Big
Why
ol'
is it gotta be
fallback.
snakes?
There we go. And last but not least, ooh, look at that. All right, so first up is Sunset. From behind you, from the hallway where you heard that sound, from this room, you see 2
God.
giant snake things starting to slither around this doorway.
Oh boy.
I see. I see.
Well, time to go.
Okay. Question.
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, consulting my notes, I do have listed. I have the Scarab Amulet now listed in my notes, so we're gonna go with that. The obelisk that's
But I
in
thought
this room
we
is inactive.
decided. Oh, Sam gave it to you anyway. Oh wait, Sam gave it to you
Sam
anyway.
gave it to me anyway, so
Yes,
if
okay.
nothing actually changes, I just wanted to
Yes.
mention that I did eventually find it.
Yes,
The
you're
obelisk
correct.
that's in this room.
Correct.
the obelisk that's in this room is inactive. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is is it worth it to spend that? 2, 3, 4, 5. Possibly fudging it a little bit, cutting some corners in places, but I should have enough movement to get there, which I believe is where the indentation was to insert the amulet
Mm-hmm.
to activate the obelisk. That is what I would like to do.
You place the amulet into the obelisk, and you see it start to, like, power up like it did last time you did that. And the room starts shaking a little bit, and you hear a big crack. And hold on. Where'd my dice go? Hold on. Where'd it go? My dice. My dice just disappeared. Okay,
Piece of the
here we go.
ceiling hits you, and you're killed instantly.
Ah, damn. I'll just have to bring my reserve character. It's okay.
And you die. No, you don't die. But the obelisk breaks at its base, snaps,
Oh.
and starts to fall to its left, falling and landing and creating a barrier right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
How
good
tall
for
is
you.
the barrier? Would you say
That-
it's half cover at least?
The width of that is 10 feet, so it's a 10-foot tall barrier.
Oh, so that would be full cover.
And as that timbers over and smashes the ground, this is a solid stone obelisk. There is like dust and debris and junk everywhere. Everyone is now, what would the correct condition be? Blinded? You can't see through this dust. It is a cloud of smoke and dust around you.
Okay. Yeah, you probably
Yeah,
could
I
just say
think-
that you're effectively blinded with
Yeah.
all the dust.
Yeah, I think
that's it.
blinded would be a good way to go. Can I
It was
since
definitely
this clearly
yeah.
didn't work, can I grab the amulet back?
Yeah, you can do that with your bonus action. Your main action was to do that.
Okay.
Do we need different music?
Yeah, we do need different music. Thank you for pointing that out, Erky. Let's see what I can do here.
I guess I'll because I don't think anybody that's actually in that room knows that the snakes, the giant snakes are there. So
They would have heard the obelisk fall, probably.
they would have, but they can't see around a corner.
Right.
So
At this point, just yell snakes or something.
Snakes!
giant undead snakes is what I will yell. I think you're allowed 5 words as a free action. So
Everyone,
giant undead snakes.
with that crash
3.
of like things bouncing off, it's very loud in there when you try to say that. I need Load and Sam to give me a perception check. Erky, you straight up do not hear anything. You're a room away.
Okay.
24.
Oh my god.
16.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
Load.
right at him.
as you see Sunset run over to the side and then run around the other side of the obelisk, and then you look at it with a bit of confusion, you hear a noise behind you, and at the same time you hear that noise, you hear the crack of the obelisk, and it falls over and crashes, and you look over your shoulder, and just before the plume of dust, comes up and covers the room, you see the outline of snakes, giant snakes. And with that
On
is
the plus side,
Sunset's
they're
turn.
blinded too. Yes.
It is now, oops, I didn't mean to do that. It is, Jesus, what is going on here? There we go. It is Claude's turn. Claude has a movement of 5, moves to here, and that's all he does.
Don't let the old man
Alright.
die.
It is now snake
Probably
time.
need him.
Snake time.
I feel like Claude's gonna be okay.
Yep. Now, how tall are these snakes?
They're big. They're at least if they're snakes, so they're slithering on the ground or they can be propped themselves up high like a cobra. But they're like the diameter of their torso, like the body of the snake, that's the thickest part, probably 2 feet around, 2 feet diameter.
Okay.
Big is
Oh
is
yeah.
the,
I guess that
is the key
And
word
then
here.
so like, are we talking like? So I guess length might be the more appropriate terminology. You're talking like 10 feet, 20 feet, 40 feet.
I mean, best you can guess, I think
we
if they
looking
laid
at
out
here?
completely flat and straight, it would be 10 to 20 feet, 15 feet, let's say.
Yeah, I think 20
Okay.
feet. The length to width ratio being 20 seems reasonable.
Okay, so would be somewhat difficult for them to actually get over the fallen obelisk. That's the main question I had.
You would think that.
Not so sure about that.
Like at the very least,
They have juicy targets right in front of them.
well,
or too
yes,
much.
yes.
But then,
That is
all of
true.
a sudden, before you can even finish your thought process, slithering over the top of the obelisk,
Oh, what the hell?
I had to ask.
You should-
I shouldn't have.
comes
shouldn't
this
have.
giant, like coming out of the dust cloud, is this giant snake, and it opens up its jaws and like hisses at you and attacks. Let's see, 3 attacks.
Oh,
What's your
joy.
AC for the first one?
18.
All right, 18 for the first one is +6. That definitely hits. That's a 24. What about for the second one?
Okay, hold on. So I am still gonna cast shield. So my AC would be 23. 24 would still hit.
Yep.
But so now its AC is 23.
23.
Yes.
That one does not hit, and the last one does not hit either. So that's a reaction, right?
Yes. Shield is a reaction.
Interesting.
What's the damage?
I'm just thinking here. What,
How much
I'm just-
poison damage do I take?
uh,
Maybe it actually poisons me.
that is 13 slashing damage.
Jeez. I'm not.
As it like rapidly
weak to slashing, so-
climbs up and over the obelisk, it lashes out with its tail, which misses you, but then his bite comes down and chomps you, and basically one of his fangs goes right into your shoulder.
Oh, so that would be piercing damage.
It's slashing.
If it
It's
was
big
a
enough.
bite,
It's a big enough
but-
fang.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not weak to either one, so it doesn't deal extra damage.
Sam, it is now your turn. Remember, you are blinded.
I can't see shit. I think I am going to use my fast hands to use an object. The object will be my beer mug, and I will pour it onto my face to wash the sand from my eyes.
I like it.
Wash the face with beer.
I'm imagining it's like
And
it's very much
incidental
like
consumption is.
it's very much
purely
like
bonus.
80s slow motion movie shot where you pour the beer over yourself and you're like whipping your hair back and forth.
Gotta be actually like looking up at the sky. It's just
Exactly that. Hopefully that dude with the punk rock lute is still around to play a little
play a little ditty while
you.
you while you're doing that.
As you
That
do
would
that,
be a bonus action if it works.
you successfully pour beer in your face. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still there's
Might
still a
not
big
have
cloud of dust in the
Proficiency
room.
with that.
Can I see?
You can see more dust, yeah.
Alright. Well, that was still fun. I am going to run to this portal thing
Okay.
and see if I can discern anything about it on how it works.
Give me an Arcana check.
That would be a 16.
You can tell it has nothing to do with drinking. It has nothing to do with mechanics. And it has nothing to do with conversation. You can't talk to it.
Alright. I'm gonna kick it as hard as I can.
You gotta stealth it. Clearly, you have to stealth it.
Give me an athletics check.
Backstab it.
Athletics
go.
check.
15.
You kick it with all your might, and your toe really hurts.
Ow. Alright, that's all I got.
All right. Erky, it's your turn.
I think you just skipped me.
Did I?
Yep. Yep.
Load, it's your
Number
turn.
14.
Load, it is your turn.
All right, so I will quickly turn to Claude and I will say, "Help, Sunset," and then I will run to right here.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
I will make 2 reckless attacks. First one's at 29.
Take it.
Oh, I forgot.
I
Oh,
don't remember taking it.
you're at disadvantage because of blindness.
Oh, well then it would just here. Let me reroll just a straight roll then, because I have advantage for reckless. Well, how about a crit, Big Daddy? What do you think about that?
Okay. All right, that hit.
Okay.
Should have just let him have it.
So one more time, remind me what the rule is for the crit.
Max
So
damage on your dice
plus an
roll
extra roll.
plus an extra roll. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so it'd be 2d8. So 2d8 5 plus 5 from here.
So it's just the dice rolls. So it'll be just
Right.
it'll be 16 plus the 2d8, and then whatever your additions are.
Okay, and it's already giving me crit, so let me
Yeah, I would
flat
just
roll it.
because D&D Beyond will auto roll a crit, which is
13,
double.
17 plus it's 20 damage with rage damage.
20 damage. I can deal with
No, I didn't enrage, so 17. Now, between attacks, I would like to enrage.
that. I hit you.
If
Now
that's
I'm even
alright.
more mad, and I'm gonna hit you again.
Yeah.
Well, he's mad because he realizes he can't see as well as he should be able to. Also, you need to drink a beer. That's the rage mechanic, right?
Yeah, he
You-
crushes
you
the beer and
drink
then
a
goes.
beer and then
Assume I have one, and I'll do that. Then 15. Does that hit?
That does not hit.
Okay. That is my turn.
As you rush through the cloud and just you're using paired weapons, so you jump up and just like like in the general direction of where that monster came through the door. You somehow hit.
I mean, it's huge, right? Can't be that hard to hit.
Yeah, well, you didn't know that guy was there though. You saw the one fly over the column. But you go and you, without knowing what you're swinging at, in your blind rage, you hit something in the dark, and you hear it kind of squeak and hiss, and as you cut through flesh. It is now the other one's turn, and it is now attacking you. You are blinded, so I am at advantage. What's your AC from the first attack?
Oh, did you skip me too?
You
God
did.
damn,
You
I am
did.
doing horribly. Go ahead, Kate. Go ahead, Erky. Woo!
He really wants to attack.
I want to kill you.
Yep. 5, and then I need to draw. All right, we'll make that the cannon,
Okay.
and I can move 15 feet. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know. Backing up. Don't know what that yellow square is. Forceful is still.
I'm counting. I'm calculating. I'm calculating something. Ignore the square for now.
Forceful is using my bonus. The bonus action was also to move it 15 feet. Gonna shoot. And I forget how this uses too. Oh, the cannon. I think I just do a range attack. So 9. Nope. All right, that's my turn.
That's all you can do? Okay.
There we go. Yep.
All
Apparently.
right, now it's the snake in front of Load, whose turn. What's your AC?
16. And you have advantage on me because I attacked recklessly.
16, the first one hits. Second one hits. Third one crits. So,
Oh boy.
first hit
But you
is...
take half damage.
That's true.
Let's see here. Okay, take 30. Hold on one second. 38 piercing damage
Oh, 19.
plus 14 poison.
7.
Again,
I
it
can't be double resistant, right?
You cannot. Sorry. So again, in this cloud of smoke, you are just flailing your arms, and you snake tails and then fangs and heads keep biting at you out of the dust, and it's very terrifying for you, to be honest.
Oof.
It is now Sunset's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I need to think about how I want to do this.
Is it still choking dust in the air, or is it cleared up a bit?
It is not. It is not cleared up yet.
Okay.
Because what is it? What's the rule? How many seconds is round of combat?
6 seconds.
Yeah, definitely still full of dust and smoke.
There. Okay. Okay, I can do this. So you know what the interesting thing about Fireball is?
Hmm.
You don't need to be
It
able to see where it's
travels
going.
You don't need to be able to see where it's going, and it travels around corners. So, 10, 20, 10, 20. So, I am going to center a fireball right here, which that square outlines the
Mm-hmm.
20-foot radius of said fireball.
Okay.
Thank you, Magic Lady.
Yeah.
Boom. Do
So
I
I'll
get
need a
any sort of save on that?
DC 16 dex. Yes, DC 16 dex
dex.
for both of them.
Okay, for the guy right next to you, fails, and the guy in the other room passes.
Okay. So that's going to be. I'm casting it at the. What is the fifth level? Fifth level.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a huge fireball.
It's level.
So that's going to be 10 d6 damage.
Oh god.
So we'll roll for the guy right next to me first.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm going to quicken spell this. So it's only taking my bonus action.
Okay.
Which let me just quicken spell here. Yeah, it's only 2 sources. Okay. And then that's a lot of 1s and 2s. I'm going to empowered spell it to reroll 4 of those dice.
Mm-hmm. What is that? Is that a Yeti?
Rawr.
Is that a 9th age model?
Yeah.
Let me guess. It's a Yeti. It's a
Yetis
Yeti.
A couple weeks ago. Indeed.
2, 12,
Rawr.
28, 30,
Sunset.
34, 38,
Duel to the death.
plus
Get him, Yeti, get him.
plus 4.
How much?
So
Doing math is hard.
30, 4,
Yeah.
38. 42 damage to the guy right next to me.
Ooh, 42.
Fire damage if it matters.
For doing that
Does
all
not
again, I'll
matter.
be right back.
Okay.
Yes, we
Yep.
kind of are. Only it's slightly more math because then I have to divide it by 2.
So,
I'm gonna roll 10, 6, 39, 43,
cut in half.
22.
Yep. 22.
22 fire damage.
Okay. Now for your regular turn. Your regular action.
Yes. Yes. Now, what is this big red square to the right?
That is rubble, blocking the passageway.
Okay, so it's impassable.
Yes.
Got it. Is the base of the obelisk now traversable? I.e., could I?
Oh, that's a
like,
good question.
It cracked at the base and fell over. Do I have to go around it, or can I just kind of?
I'm gonna say the square base of the obelisk is difficult terrain because it's like shattered stone, but you can still run around it if you want.
Okay. Let's see. That would be 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm okay with it being difficult terrain. So I'm going to take the disengage action
Mm-hmm.
and move there.
Okay. And it is Sir Claude's turn right now. And he takes a defensive action. And he sits there and waits
Cool.
for one of them to come in.
Quick question.
I'm
actually,
gonna delete your square
briefly.
for the fireball. Is that all right?
Sure. That's fine. My question is related to the fireball, though. Because it is kind of an explosion, did it potentially clear the air?
No. From your opinion, it just probably made it worse because it pushes the air up and swirls it more.
Yep.
I was figuring blast wave of, push it away from the area that it's centered around, and that area would be clear. Maybe everything else is worse, but within that sphere of influence.
Nope.
But
Actually, no. Claude steps back into the doorway here, and he yells out, and he says, "We must defend the gate. Take a defensive position, men." Or not men, but defensive position, friends.
Is the dust in the room with the gate as well?
It is in there also, but not nearly as bad as the room with the obelisk in it.
Would
Do we have
still
a
be considered
feeler
blinded in that
way around?
area?
Currently, yes, you are still blinded in both rooms. But now it's the snake's turn. Snake has movement speed of 30 feet and ignores all that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes to here. Actually, it can go all the way to here. And it is going to swing with its first attack on the on your construct, Urki. What's its AC?
oh, good.
Urki, what's your construct's
What's up?
AC?
The boom.
Oh. 18.
It misses. Then the second attack's going against Sunset.
Also 18 for now.
Oh, I get advantage. So that was a double fail on the construct, but now I get advantage on you guys. Okay. Do I have to tell you what I rolled, or do you have to choose now to react or not?
So hold on. Does it succeed? Does it hit?
Yes.
Does it hit a 23?
No.
Okay.
Hey, Johan's back. Everyone
basically-
check out the chat.
Basically, I just need to know if it hits, and then at that point, I cast shield.
Okay.
And if it then doesn't hit, then it misses. So from now until the beginning of my next turn, my AC is effectively 23.
Okay, and then with his last attack, misses also. So it is now Sam's turn.
Lovely.
Well, I guess I am. Gosh, I'm attacking at disadvantage, aren't I?
I will be right back.
Doesn't seem like a great use.
Do we get any kind of save against our blindness?
Nope. It might end in the near future. It might end in the distant future. But dust always settles.
Gotcha.
We're all dead.
I'm gonna hold my action until after the
Till
snake
after.
on the number 4 initiative order goes.
Okay. Okay. So it is now Lode's turn.
Okay. I am going to attack. Not recklessly this time. Wait, no, that would mean I have disadvantage, right?
Yes.
All right, never mind. Attacking recklessly for a flat roll. 28.
Oh, that hits. That for sure hits.
For 10.
Okay.
And second attack. 26.
Ooh, that hits too.
And that's another 11 damage. And then for a bonus action, attacking with my offhand. And that's a crit.
Jesus Christ, Lode.
Monster.
So this plus 8. 18.
Holy crap.
Alright.
18. Okay. Again, you swing out blindly, but you have like a general perception of like where this snake is because you're fighting it, you're in combat, and you're just one step ahead of this fast snake monster. It's incredible. A true seeker at heart. It's just you're going crazy.
Thank you.
It is now Erky's turn.
It's because he doesn't have to rely on any wisdom rolls.
It's true.
It's true. That's very true.
But the issue with viewing, if we're
you
like,
said, blind rage.
yeah, so the issue with, I guess, so as long as we're right against the creature, then we can actually attack it. Otherwise, we can't. Like, bring point blank range attacks, essentially.
Well,
Or-
no, if you're blinded, you're at disadvantage regardless of range.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it
Right.
says any
Unless you have
ability
blind
checks
sight.
you need to do that require sight. So
Yep. All right.
I'm considering
Alright,
a
well,
ranged attack would still just be at disadvantage. So you can still shoot from a range, but it's at disadvantage. But for instance, like perceiving what the monster's doing in the cloud of dust, you can't do that.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, I'll use range attack for the construct.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 17, so it's at disadvantage, and a crit. So 17.
17 does not hit.
Does 17 hit?
Nope.
Oh. Okay. And then firebolt from me. It's a 19 and a 15, so that also failed.
Correct.
Okay. Doing what I can. Pass.
Next up is the other snake, which is in the death throes of combat. So I get double advantage that you have you're reckless. Is that correct? But advantage doesn't stack, right?
Huh?
No,
You're
it's only
muted,
one
load.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's your AC
Yeah.
load?
16.
16. Let's see here. Ooh, that's a crit on the first attack. Second attack hits. Third attack
In
hits.
10 feet.
Ooh, so this is gonna be some damage. This is.
Erky, you're within 10 feet of me.
Yeah. So
Oh, I was.
do it. I got area of effect stealth too. You do one, and I'll do one, and we'll both be hit. Sound like fun?
Oh, well,
25
you're not
damage.
likely to be able to hit me.
Okay, so that's
Oh, you're going
Well-
to teleport out of there?
Yeah.
Oh no, I
that
forgot
was
a
the
hold
plan.
attack here. I only did 2 attacks. Hold on. And then 13 on top of that. So
Do what you gotta
37.
do.
37.
Like-
6 more.
How much health you got left?
Me, 55.
Okay.
I'm not doing too bad.
All right, I need Sunset. It's your turn, but I need you to give me a perception check first.
I can maybe do that.
I'm still in the order. I'm going now after the snake.
Oh yes, you are.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. Sam goes first.
Limit held.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 19.
We'll get to
Future
that, but Sam
reference.
goes first.
Okay, I'm gonna move here because I have like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have like a lot of movement. So I move all the way over here to attack this snake. Use my backstabbing, whatever power at disadvantage.
17 is also not good.
17 does not hit.
Alright. Well, then I'm gonna use... move once more. Alright, so I'm gonna disengage and move some more. As a bonus action.
All
for my
right.
cunning action.
That your turn?
And that's all I got. Yep.
All right, Sunset. As you're kind of staring up at this snake that's bearing down on top of you and Erky's boom tube, you cannot see it, but you hear the sound of crumbling rock, like rolling rock, rocks scraping against each other. The sound of rubble being moved, and you perceive that as something is coming through the rubble on the right. You know, the red box.
Oh. Okay. That's good to know. So is Claude a willing target?
A willing? What do you mean by a willing target?
Is he willing to be carried by me to another location?
He is. I mean, you could maybe try to explain it to him, but he is like trying to defend the doorway. He's got his shield up and his sword out, and he's like in the defensive stance. You know what I mean? Head down kind of
So
situation.
probably not.
He's not looking at you.
I mean that's fine. Like I'm not going to move him far. I just don't want to damage him when I leave. That's the point.
No,
I mean, if he's
Yeah.
not a willing target, then he's just going to take.
no, he is.
Damage.
He is willing because he knows who you are and he trusts you.
Okay. Good.
Cool.
Then I am going to cast Thunderstep at the 5th level.
Mm-hmm.
Erky, you don't have any particular elemental immunities, do you? Or resistances? Okay, just checking. Then I'm gonna.
Want to It's fine.
I could adjust it, but I'll just turn it into.
Oh, and actually, before you make any decisions, you also perceive the smoke starting to clear, the dust. It's settling. You are still blinded, but it will very soon be not there anymore.
Okay. That's fine. Actually, let me double check something here real quick. Unoccupied space you can see within range. Don't think I can actually do that then. All right, you won't take damage this turn.
Oh,
We're just. But I don't know what's coming through that rubble. I don't want to use my big spell.
What you want to do? What you want to do?
That's a good question. It's a good question. You know what? We're gonna do this.
Good question, Load.
We're gonna do this. How big is this stupid thing? 60 feet long. 20 foot high and 1 foot thick. Okay. So 10, 20, 30, 40, perfect. We're just gonna call it right here. There's now a wall of fire.
Okay.
oh boy.
We're gonna change the color here. We'll go with blue. So this side, the blue line, is the side that's actually effectively dealing damage.
Okay.
It's also technically only 1 foot thick, not the roughly 5 feet.
Yeah.
that
I gotcha.
that
I
is.
gotcha.
I just wanted to make sure it's visible. And that will require a DC 16 Dex saving throw from our boy here.
How far out is the damage from the line?
It's your boy, Giant Snake.
It's that.
Oh, it's
Oh,
physically
right.
that line.
Sorry. Right. So, hold on. Let me, because actually that
The snake that it's on top of fails.
When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a Dex saving throw and a failed save. Yada yada. On one side of the wall selected by you when you cast the spell deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall.
Gotcha. That's
Okay.
all I need to know. The
so
one that
hold
you
on.
can see, it fails its DC save.
Right, but it also means that I can move this. And I'm going to move it to roughly here. That should be just over 10 feet away from me, so I don't take any damage. I believe it's 10 feet in either direction.
Gotcha. Roll damage for the one in
So,
the bubble, or in the wall.
And I was casting this at or no, I wasn't casting it up, so it's just 5d8. That's some nice damage. 16, 23, 26, 28, 32 damage.
32.
And this will last concentration up to 1 minute. I'm also quickening it, which is 2 additional sorcery points. And then I'll spend my action to disengage yet again, and I'm going to move further into the room. Actually, going to move, I think, right there.
All right.
I should still be able to see once the smoke clears or dust, whatever. I should be able to see the giant snake. Correct?
Yes. Next up is Claude. Claude continues to hold his
Got
ground
this,
because
Claude.
he can't see anything yet.
Yeah,
Next
probably good
up,
idea.
next up is the snake to the right, who is moving away from the flaming wall. Going here, attacking. First attack goes against the boom tube.
Can it move? Can it move through the boom tube?
Yeah, it has a special rule where it can, so don't worry.
Oh, okay.
It definitely hits the boom tube. I don't even know what its AC is, but it hits.
18.
Yep. And that is 12 damage to the boom tube. 1 attack to Claude, which hits also. This is...
You said it was 12 damage?
Yes.
Okay. 38 to go.
Okay. And the last is going back at the boom tube, which is a crit. Which is 19 damage to the boom tube. Urki, did you hear that?
Oh, what'd you hear?
19 damage to the boom
19
tube. He crit on the
boom
last
tube.
attack.
Oh, so 19 more damage?
Correct.
Or 19 total?
19 more.
19 more.
Okay. So that goes to 19 total. 19 hit points remaining.
All right. Next up is Sam.
Well, I guess we'll try to stab this snake. Doubt it'll land.
Got this.
So you should be rolling normal.
Nope, not yet. Not
Dang.
you're still blinded.
You have to, or
Still
Well, my
blinded.
high
But that
roll was a 9.
but the
high roll was a
19
19.
the 19 does hit.
Alright, so I deal. 30 damage.
Holy crap.
question is, do you
Ah.
give up your advantage to sneak attack? Or is it just any time you roll, you would have advantage? You get
Well,
sneak
I'm also,
Anytime- and-
or if the target is
So
engaged
as-
with other targets besides me.
Well, right.
I think,
The-
but
the-
I think
the
which
rule-
confers advantage. Or
Yeah,
advantage.
that's essentially how that works. Is that it's you gain advantage when that occurs, which means you can sneak attack. So, being that everything would be at disadvantage right now, if you have advantage, you roll just normal. You
Oh,
roll,
so it'd be
just
like
roll flat.
the-
You'd still get. I think I would think you'd still get the sneak attack bonus because you technically had advantage. You're negating the disadvantage using it,
Yeah.
but you would still get the sneak attack bonus for having advantage.
So it'd be a flat roll. Well, either way, it would have struck.
It hit.
So
It hit.
30 damage to sneaky snake.
And is that your? What else do you need to do in your turn?
I'm going to use my bonus or my cunning action to disengage And what's this purple box again? That was
That
the
is a
firewall.
10-foot tall
No, the purple
stone
box.
wall. It's a 10-foot tall
Yeah.
stone wall.
10 foot. Okay, I will move adjacent to that, I guess. Maybe here, actually. And cower in the corner.
All right, it
Drinking
is
my beer.
now Load's turn.
Okay. Am I still blinded?
You are still blinded.
Okay, just checking. So, attacking recklessly. First one is a 27.
Jesus Christ.
Got 12 damage. Second attack, 29. For 13 more damage, so 25. And then bonus attack offhand. Ooh, baby. We're rolling hot tonight. It's another
Wow.
crit.
Wowie, wow, wow.
Nice.
And
Way to solo the boss, man.
yeah.
Give some
thanks.
experience to everybody else.
So this will be this plus 8 for another 12 damage.
Jeez.
Sorry, 15 because I had rage.
15 is
So that was
okay.
40.
Yeah, something like that. I'm doing them all individually, so that was a lot of damage.
I think it was 25
that was
for
exactly
the
40
first
damage.
two,
Yeah.
and then
Again, this you hear the snake start to scream out in pain, but it's still moving around. It's still thrashing at you. It is now Urki's turn.
Okay. I'll have the contract try to shoot the snake. That's directly adjacent to it, which is at disadvantage. That is a crit, and then 24.
Ooh, that still hits.
nice.
All right. $13 damage. All right. And then for my action, I'll
As
cast
hold
Firebolt.
on, hold on. As the machine fires, you see the like muted explosion through all the dust, and you see as that happens, you hear like clink, 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 clink as like the pieces of the snake, its like vertebrae kind of come apart, and it splatters on the stone floor. And you have killed this snake.
Woohoo! All right. Nope.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna go target the other snake here and try to hit it. 25. Ooh, nope. 13 on disadvantage. So
That
that's a
misses.
fail.
That misses.
That's fair.
All right. Last up is the snake here again going against Load. First attack crits. Second attack hits, but it just hits. Third attack hits. It just hits. So that is 10, 16, plus 9 is 22, 24, 4 plus 25, plus 8 is 33.
Okay, so 16.
I just took a look at your sheet and was like, what's his health at? 71. Little less now, but
55 now.
still like.
With that, it is now Sunset's turn, and at this point, the dust has officially settled. We can now see, no one else is blinded,
Yay.
but you can see
God.
a couple pieces of information that are interesting. First off, coming out of the top of this stone wall, you see a head of another snake coming over the rubble wall. You also see a snake coming down the stairs. And lastly, you see this Just Sunset sees this. Something very interesting. You see Helen, the bald-headed, toga-wearing woman, standing now that everyone has ignored her, standing in front of the way gate, chanting.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Chanting in a dialect and a language you are unfamiliar with. Actually, no. Please give me a... What would language be as a test? No, it's not a test. You just simply know the language or you don't.
Straight intellect.
Yeah. So, I mean, if it's is it draconic?
No, it is not.
I guess you could test to see if you can determine an intention or a nature to what she's saying.
Yeah, give me. Give me.
Well,
Mental
no.
analysis.
Give me an
maybe
give me an
yes,
intelligence
but-
check. Give me a straight intelligence check.
Oh, okay. So that'll be +0.
How was it a +0 for you?
Because I don't use intelligence.
Well,
But it doesn't matter. It's a nat 20.
so
yeah.
since it's a nat 20, you see her chanting and you understand this to be the language you don't understand, but you just know, you can tell from the sounds and the intimation or whatever the right word is, that this is the kind of like clicking and like, you know, tongue noises. Like it's very similar to like some you know, very distant Amazonian languages like in South America, like a deep guttural language that includes like clicking and hissing inside of it.
Clicks and whistles. Got it.
This is the language of the lizard folk that live in Varentia. And with that that perception is so strong, you now see a hint of glowing light growing in the center of the gateway.
Shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sunset, it is your turn.
Yes, it is. Put me in quite a quandary here.
That's what I like to do. And with that, while you think, I'm gonna grab another beer.
Good. That gives me more time to think.
Okay, I'm back. I've got another beer.
Right. You also have a mini fridge right next to your
Yeah,
desk.
I
So much
do.
closer
I
than
do.
my
I have a
fridge.
mini fridge.
So jealous.
That's where I've been told by my wife to store the beer, and it's not a mini fridge. It's the beer fridge in my house.
Well, I mean, that's what my mini fridge is too, for the most part. Okay. Honestly, I think these snakes are more important right now
Then what?
than
Oh, her.
than her.
All right.
So I'm gonna move right there, which was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I also forgot to grab a beer when I got up before, so I'll be right back again.
Go for it.
10, 15, 20. Okay, we'll call it 25 because I can make that work. I think I can make. Wait. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, 20, 25. Okay. Um. I can't hit both of them, except that I can. So it's cleared now, right? We
Yes.
we can see. Okay. So here is what I'm gonna do. Oh, I could do that. That would be funny. That would be really. That would be
Ooh,
really funny.
We've got a bot
Do
in
I
chat.
want to do that? Want to do that? I think I want to do that. And I think, oh, I could. Okay, this will be an interesting. This will be an interesting round. So I'm dropping concentration on the wall of fire.
Okay, that goes away. I'll clear that out.
No, leave it, because I'm gonna move it.
Are you gonna
Because
cast
I'm
it
gonna
again?
cast wall of fire again.
Gotcha.
Yes. Wait, can I do that? Read this again. DM ruling.
Mm-hmm.
Could I twin spell wall of fire?
What are the limitations to twin spell?
So twin spell says you spend a sorcery point equal to the spell's level, 1 for a cantrip, to target a second creature in range with the same spell as long as the spell. Okay, so it does specify creature. So
Yeah.
because you're not actively targeting a creature, I guess it wouldn't work. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40. I mean, it's not quite how math works, but 10, 20, 30. It's a 60-foot wall.
All right, countdown timer. Gotta go a little faster.
It's a 60-foot wall.
Yeah.
Okay. I am still gonna drop
The wall.
concentration on that. Now, it's a 60-foot wall.
It was, yeah.
So that should work, right? You can see that line?
Yeah,
I know
that
it's not
works.
straight because...
That works.
Okay.
That works.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Can be longer.
Oh,
Yep.
even better. Is there actually a straight line thing? Anyway, okay, if it can be longer, then well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter.
You could
I want to
do-
put it right here. Basically from this corner here to this
Yeah, I
corner
gotcha.
here.
I gotcha.
With it basically facing that way.
Gotcha.
So 10 feet in that direction is where the damage is occurring.
Mm-hmm. So both of them take a
Nice snake
DC
corral.
16 Dex.
Yes, both of them will be taking a 16 dex save. I'm quick and spelling
The one
it.
on the top right fails. The one on the bottom left fails.
Beautiful. And why not? Let's get a little bit more damage on these things. We'll cast it at the 5th level, so it'll be 68. So we'll do top left first, and they both failed, right?
Yeah, top right.
Yeah.
The one on the top, yeah.
Or, sorry, top right. So 38.
38.
That one.
Okay, the one on the bottom.
And
Nice.
the one on the bottom. Um, 17. 24 to that one.
24. All right. What else you want to do?
All right. And then for my main action, I'm going to twin spell a firebolt, one at each of them.
Okay.
So that's actually going to require.
Do I get a saving throw?
No, it's an attack roll.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 23 on top right,
That hits.
and then that's not going to hit. That's a 10
That does not hit.
on the bottom. But it will be 3d10 to the top right. 14, 15. It's an additional 20 damage to that one.
The one on the top right, additional
Nice.
20 damage. Okay.
And then to end my turn, I'll move back 2 spaces.
All right. It is now Sir Claude's turn. He now sees the fire. Again, he defends the door. He doesn't want to leave. It's Sam's turn.
All right. I think I'm gonna run over here to good old Lode's never-ending battle and make a swipe at the snake. Ooh, 16 doesn't hit, does it?
16 does not.
I'll use my point or one of my luck points and try it again. How about 19?
19 does hit.
Alright. This attack deals 27 damage.
So you step up to the snake and you jump up, stick your daggers in, and then rake down its side. Again, you hear it shriek, raise its head up and shriek, and then kind of like the segments of its body, the segmentations kind of fall away from each other and crumble and then lands on the floor and clink, 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 and land on the floor and it's dead.
Hold on.
We got it.
It is now
Load high five,
Lode's
Sam.
turn.
Cheers, buddy.
2 down, 2 to go.
Yep.
How's that portal looking right now?
Chanted at and glowing. If Sam actually asks that, that's how I will answer.
Chanted at and glowing. I'm gonna use the rest of my action, my bonus action, I guess, to jaunt over there and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jaunt over there and take a peek.
As you
That's
turn
it.
around the corner, there is a distinct. Let's keep it in the Stargate realm. You see like the water ripple effect that was used in the Stargate film, where in the center, where it's like the mirrored water level of water that looks like it's rippling out from the center. That is happening now.
Ooh. I think it might be time to jump in there.
That's up to you to determine.
Is it
But
time for a match?
I mean, I wouldn't.
your turn
Is it
is
time
over.
for a
It is
match
now
with Bernie?
Erky's turn.
Okay.
Let's make that our last resort. But it's good to know it's there.
Worst case scenario, we can jump through the portal to probably our own deaths. But
Just I'll trigger this one, since that's closest. Range attack.
This one is kind of
Construct.
halfway through the rubble. So what's this plus 2 AC
What
because
about?
it's in
So
it's in
do I
rubble.
have a clear line of sight with this one? The stair one?
The other does the firewall obscure vision?
it doesn't say it does.
I'd
I
say
mean,
not.
does
yeah.
fire obscure vision?
So you are looking through.
Kind of.
You are looking through the base of the obelisk, which is difficult terrain. So you're both are, unless you move, both are in cover right now.
So like moving it there. Oh wait, this is there's the base thing. So whatever.
Yeah, you're good now to
That better?
shoot at. You're good now to shoot at the one at the bottom.
All right. Range attack from the construct +9. 19.
That hits.
Full damage. Firebolt. 27. Total of 27 damage.
Yep. Okay. You shoot and just
That's
through the firewall, like two bolts like go through and like it creates like a wind tunnel effect with the firewall, like it swirls around the fire going through it. Bam! It hits the snake and just explodes.
So I think I got skipped.
Did
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Yep.
God damn!
Did you? Did you?
All right, go ahead, load.
That's
Go
why
ahead.
you all should write your name next to your on your guys.
Well, that's why I should be paying more attention generally too. All right. Now that I'm finally not blinded, I'm nowhere near anything I can attack. So I can move to.
Can safely unrage and not worry about an attack, maybe. I don't know how much movement these
I want
guys
to keep my rage. Thank you very much.
I mean, just watch out for ulcers.
I will move to right there, I guess, for right now. Actually want to take damage at this point, so I can keep my rage, but might not work. That's
I
my turn.
mean, I guess you can't move into the fire.
All
Could.
right.
I don't want to.
Now the snake's turn. Let's see if the snake breaks through. It does.
I could run through it like a total badass, but then I can't do anything afterward. So
So when the snake
Well,
runs through the firewall, it takes how much damage?
It'll take the same. Shit, what was it? It was 68. Whatever the damage was that I.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna do it.
Yeah,
so
68.
he
So
runs.
when it moves through the firewall, it'll take a. Yeah, and it just takes it. There's no save.
It runs through the firewall, so it takes the damage. Roll that up for me.
Uh, 35. Oh wait, hold on. 42.
Okay. Okay. Gets through. It immediately casts. Right right.
I know what it casts. I know exactly what it casts.
Oh boy.
That is a 15 diameter darkness.
Yep.
Oh, come on.
FYI, it has blind sight,
That.
which means within a certain range, it doesn't matter if it's blind or not, which is why it was dealing excessive damage to us.
Hmm.
Wow, that's so annoying how I can't select it.
That's what.
Try zooming in more, and it'll give you a larger area to try and select.
There we go. Thank you. That was a good call. So yeah, right there. And then it will attack Urki.
Why?
How does dark vision interact with darkness?
It's magical darkness. You can't see through it unless you have an ability that explicitly states you can see in magical darkness.
What's your AC, Urki?
So
19. Because I got a shield.
Hits both times. That's actually advantage. Yep. Hits
Alright,
both
well,
times.
wait. Then I'll cast shield as a reaction. Yes.
so that's a
Let me-
24, I think.
So that's
That's a
a
20
AC.
that's a 24.
That one still hits. They both still hit.
Well,
Actually, both
Worth
were
a shot.
18s. On the first one, that is 5 points of damage. Plus 4, so it's 9. Plus 9, 18 damage total.
okay. Down 55.
And now it's the other snake's turn. The other snake is not going to run through, but it is going to shoot at Sunset. What's your AC, Sunset?
18.
This does hit.
Does it hit a 23?
Do I need to tell you that is the question?
Well, my AC is now 23 for this attack.
Okay, so you're using your reaction. So this is the 4th time you
Yes.
use that reaction?
This is third.
And then the second attack misses. All right. And it is now Sunset's turn, and you are in the darkness, so you can't see anything.
Right. Right. Hmm. It moved before it cast, right?
Mm-hmm. It did.
Could I see it before it cast?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know that it's still there, but I can assume that it's still there.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Good enough.
Hmm.
See if it hits you. Oh, you can see. Lo, does your damage negation or having the damage require you to see the attacker?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Well, because
No, do your thing. It's all good.
luckily enough, I have all kinds of spells that don't require me to see my target to deal damage to them.
Boy, that is lucky.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Point of order. The one to the south did not move.
Yeah, but he.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Allow
sorry.
me
I,
to
within
roll
10 feet
that-
of the wall.
I
allow me to
dragged him a
roll
little
that-
too close, but he definitely stayed out of 10 feet from the wall.
No. He's within 10 feet of the wall. He's within 10 feet of a point of the wall. Right there.
All right.
He
you
took
want-
damage from that position.
Yep.
Last time.
Go ahead, roll it.
$33.
Okay.
Okay. Now. Yeah.
Whew, need to go a little faster.
I'm going
Sunset.
to. I'm going to cast Burning Hands. Basically, directly in front of me. It should effectively miss Claude. 'Cause it's a 15-foot cone.
All right, 15 foot
But it is
cone,
going to hit
so
Sam and Load.
5, 10, 15. Sam, Load, and the snake. Okay.
So, yeah. So the widest point will be 15 feet. Yeah. So that will be DC 16 Dex saves from all three of you. I am going to
snake
careful
passes.
spell it though. So Sam and Load will automatically pass their checks. They don't have to roll. I believe that means that Load takes no damage. Sam, unfortunately, your ability requires you to be able to see the attacker, so you won't be able to negate all of the damage.
Well, lucky me.
So, but that is going to be.
So I rolled a 27 on my dexterity save.
Well, you
Whew, I
don't
think that
need to roll.
passes.
I careful spelled it. You
You can
automatically
make us
succeeded.
automatically pass.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I made you automatically pass it.
Do you have evasion though?
It requires you to see.
Oh,
the attacker.
evasion
That's
does required.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was looking at.
Gotcha.
It's actually uncanny dodge that lets you do that. Or well, hold on.
If you have evasion, if
sorry.
there's something that you can take half damage on, you take no damage. if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
yeah, no, you're right. No, okay. Neither of you take damage. This is great. This is
Dope.
fantastic.
Keep
good.
doing that all season long, baby.
You're good. you're both good. This is fantastic.
Just me and Sam running through fire all
Yeah,
season
pretty
long,
much.
like
Pretty
ballers.
much.
I love it.
It was pretty great. Just holding beer is just like spend a day in the wood.
And he passed, right? The snake.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be half damage. I am going to empowered spell it. 22, 26, so 13 damage.
Okay. Okay, what's next?
I think that's going to be it. I think that's it for me for now.
All right, it is Landval's turn. He's blind. He doesn't know where he is. He is doing nothing.
Landfall.
Not
Landfall.
Landval.
already dead.
Sorry,
The
Claude.
Yeah, he's
spirit of
blind.
Landval comes
Spirit of
to help us.
Landval possesses Claude.
She's back.
Well, it's Sam's turn.
Okay, well, guess we'll just go back to stabbing.
So you should be.
Oh, a crit.
You're at
28.
disadvantage because you can't see.
Nice. He's
Oh,
also at
well.
advantage because of Urki's positioning,
That's true.
so it negates and he gets the crit.
The defense rests.
Okay.
Well, his defense rests.
All right, so that's kind of pitiful crit damage. Total of 30.
All right, that is a dead snake.
And that darkness, I believe, dissipates.
Yes, it does.
So now we can see.
All right. Well done.
Should we be
Not
concerned
diseased.
about anything coming through the portal to us?
Well, we still have another snake to deal with.
Yeah.
It is
but-
behind a wall of fire.
This is true, but that doesn't mean it won't make a rush at us.
All right, I guess I'm done then. I'm just gonna hang out and see what happens.
Okay. That would make it my turn, I believe.
Load is your turn. Yep.
So. I will just move to right here. That's not. Or am I within 10 feet of the fire at that point?
Okay.
Okay, so I think based on the description of the spell, it's only in the direction of the arrow that the damage occurs. It's 10 feet in that direction from the line. Or if you actually enter the wall of fire, which is a 1 foot
Space.
width. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I will move to right there. And just kind of wait to see if this other snake runs out of fire.
All right.
that's
It is
me.
now Urki's turn.
All right. Construct shooting. The one to the south.
There. That's a little bit cleaner.
Whoa.
Oh man, you guys rolling
That was
crits
a
like crazy.
Much
Critical-
closer to me.
Yeah, you guys got really real good.
So it's a critical hit on a 3d8. So that's 24 plus 13. So that's 37.
Nice.
Probably keep shooting it.
Yep.
I don't think that one's taken any damage yet. So
It has. It's
No, it
taken
has.
All right.
some
It
And
has.
then that one's. Then my main action, my action cantrip failed. So that's my turn. Just 37 damage.
All right, you do that. It stays there. And yeah. Without hesitation, the snake turns and goes back up the stairs out of view and is gone. and
Okay.
we are now out of combat.
Okay.
Time check on the portal.
But as you watch the
I'm gonna
snake,
leave the wall of fire. I'm gonna leave the wall of fire up for its duration. It's only a minute from when I cast it, so it's not gonna last long. But you know, that's
Just
still.
in case.
It's
Why
been
not?
what? That would have been the end of the second turn, so that's still another, what, 48
48
seconds
seconds.
of
I move away from the fire.
peace of mind, sort of, potentially.
Central.
okay, as you watch the snake kind of skitter around the corner, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you turn around to look back at the gate, and as you look back, you see Helen has dropped to her knees in front of the gate, and the gate has now become a clear portal into another place. On the other side of the portal, you see thick foliage, big like banana leaves and like jungle, thick jungle. And it's nighttime on the other side of the portal, and it's windy and it's raining, like storming, like just sideways rain. And you can see the jungle plants waving in the wind. And in the darkness, a floating figure comes out of the jungle and approaches the gate. And it's Erky, you've seen this before. It's a reptilian on a floating disc. This one
Cool.
is the previous one was
I got
green, I
Larger
believe.
deuce.
But this one is dark red, like blood red, with yellow eyes.
I want that disc.
And it basically comes up to the edge of the barrier of the portal, but does not pass.
Huh.
I really don't want to fight anymore. I want to see what Ellen was her name?
Helen.
I want
Helen.
to see Helen, an H. Got it. I won't remember. I'm inclined to see what she does.
Sure.
I
I'm willing to.
don't trust this lady at all.
That's fine. I kept my my disintegrate spell for just such an occasion, should we need it. So, you know.
Letting my semi-autonomous
walking-
cannon go up front.
Like right up to the edge as well.
Oh, all right.
If it tries
I'll
to
join
break
you.
the plane of the portal, I'm immediately enraging and trying to shove it back through.
Nice.
Okay, so Interesting. With that, as you step forward, Load, you do not see the reptile's lips move, but you hear a voice in your head. And the voice says, "The Doom Lord has come. The unredeemable and the unforsaken, and the forsaken, not the unforsaken, the forsaken has invaded my realm. Come and protect the jungle. Protect your land as well as mine."
Can I roll an insight check?
Yes, you may.
I mean, I don't know how much it'll help. It's a wisdom check. All right, never mind. It's a 5.
It is gibberish to you, basically.
I mean, he's inviting me to come fight. That I find very intriguing.
I'm assuming Lode's the only one hearing this.
Yes.
Okay. Delete my comments.
All right, I turn around and relay that to the group. What it told me, that it's entreating us to fight.
I sigh and say, do we have to become the heroes of another lowly race?
At the minute you speak, you hear a voice in your head, and it says, "Quiet, child. I am speaking to the champion."
Oh no.
Excuse me?
It says it again.
Incinerate.
Now it's playing to my ego.
I'm... Turning over a new leaf. Not gonna destroy just because it insulted me.
Well, look, here. If you ever had a chance to get a lily pad, helping this homeboy out is the best way to do it. I can roll
Probably
persuasion if you want me to.
It's probably the easiest. No. I mean, you're right. Like, it's probably the easiest way.
I mean, that's
Turning
probably
over a
like
new leaf.
a pretty easy
Not-
ask.
Not
We
gonna
helped them out.
destroy.
I look at Sam and Erky and see what are the expressions on their faces looking like right now.
I just see the two of you staring at the portal, like making weird, inquisitive faces. I have no idea what the hell's going on.
Well, I did say out loud that it had like requested for us to go through and like fight for them.
Who are you talking to, dude?
Do you not see the red frog man?
No.
No.
Yeah,
You want to go
He's
on
drunk
an
again.
adventure, Sam?
Taste exotic
mean-
brews.
I mean, sure, it's better than sitting in this catacomb all day. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Erky, any objections?
Numerous, I assume.
yeah. I mean, I just need to be convinced of there's cool shit on the other side. So,
Okay, so
like you saying I could get a hold of one of those floating lily pads, then I can make a floating gun platform. Like I could be into that.
it's certainly a possibility.
All right, new tech.
Okay,
Good enough for a
I
reason.
will. Lode is going to turn to Claude and say, I think that once we go through, you should destroy the portal.
Oh, I think we should take the boats. Come with the army. Not
No,
just go
and
now.
he should still send the boats. But
Oh, I was saying that we should go with the boats. We will go, but we'll go with the boats.
Sunset, are you saying this out
Not
loud?
now.
Bring the army with us.
Sunset, are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
Again, you
I'm-
hear a voice in
I'm-
your head, and your voice in your head, he says,
oh no!
I must silence you, and I need you to take a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my God.
Ooh, being possessed. Nice.
Saving throw?
Con saving throw.
Constitution.
I don't like this one bit.
It's a Constitution saving throw, right?
Yep.
Yes. But yeah.
It's a 9. I'm not being charmed, am I?
You are not being charmed.
Or And I'm not being put to sleep?
Nope.
Okay.
Suddenly, hold on 1 second here. Your vision goes white. None of the
so
three
I'm-
of you see anything else, but your vision just goes white. You take 32 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
God.
And
You get for opening your big mouth.
You
Hellbuster will
quite-
kill you.
You
that
quite
what we're
literally burst into magical fire. The robe you are wearing,
So hold on. Is it actually
Oh.
fire?
it's magical fire,
Is it?
not
but
actual
it's
fire.
fire damage.
No,
What?
So it's not fire damage.
no, it is not. Your cloak that you are wearing, your cloak of, fast travel, begins to
Mhm.
burn.
Oh no.
I say to the thing through the portal, stop.
Not the cloak.
Well, I mean,
This
I can't
isn't going to get
see,
us to help you.
And
Basically,
I just took a shitload of damage. I mean, probably screaming. So
yes, you are
it
on
was
the.
exact. It was exactly the opposite way to get me to shut up. Just because I'm not making intelligible sounds doesn't mean I'm not making sounds.
He does that. It is now. I guess we're in combat technically. But
That's up to the rest of them.
Do we
the
want to roll
Quaddle
initiative,
looks
or
back at you, load. What do you say?
Did it get that I told it to stop burning, my friend?
You can't really tell.
Okay. I will say, if you stop burning my companion, then we can talk about this for a second, and maybe I will help you.
In your voice, you said, you hear a voice that says, I do not negotiate. Bring your forces
All right, I'm gonna.
to Varentia.
We
Urki,
will
what are
be
you doing?
bringing
What are you
our
doing,
forces
Urki?
there.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna walk the automata through the portal
Okay.
right up to the Quaddle Lord.
Okay.
I'm gonna detonate it.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
Yes.
Now you guys are definitely not getting lily pads.
Hey, I made no attacks.
What
Yep.
tell me what detonating
So,
it does.
Oh, detonating does 3d10 damage to things in a 20-foot radius. So we're through. It's through the portal. So.
Okay.
Uh,
Is there any sort of save involved with it?
and yeah, dexterity on a DC 17 for half.
17, he fails.
All right, takes 15 damage.
15 damage. Okay.
Is it dead?
It is not dead.
Probably not.
You as the
No,
thing
it wouldn't be
walks
dead.
into the portal and it detonates underneath the Quaddle. You see like it explode like flames bursting out everywhere, and you see it like form to the bubble around the Quaddle. like a sphere around him, like it forms around him in a sphere, and he seems unchanged.
Okay. He's got a force field. That's cool. Good to know. Anybody else got fireworks?
Anyone else want to take an action at this point before he responds?
I scream a little more. Is that an action? Writhe on the ground, clutching my eyes.
Well, I
Probably
do have
not
my...
even realizing that I'm on fire. Because
I would like to step out of the immediate like blast zone of the front of the portal. But other than that, I guess I'm good. I was gonna be helpful, try and get some cool shit from these ancient creatures, but
They seem unfazed by what
Not
recently
tonight.
happened, so it's still on the table.
Sam, any
well, they're
reaction?
not all like homies.
I'm gonna stealth and move over here,
Okay.
somewhere far away.
Moving far, far away. With that, the Quad Award
Bravely
looks
ran away.
in a very slow-moving action, turns his head and turns his gaze to Urki. Okay, boys.
Yep.
You're asking for it now. As he turns his head, again, load in your head, you hear a voice. And it says, "Come to Varentia, destroy the Doom Lord, save the damsel." Like simple words, not
Save the
full
damsel,
sentences.
Save the world.
Doesn't say save the world. No save the world on it. But
Gotcha.
but let's see here. He does
Okay,
cast a spell.
I'm going to do that. Stop hurting my friends. For fuck's sake.
You say that, and he immediately stops.
Third time's the charm, I guess. Okay.
He looks at you, and he says, "You are the one that can defeat the Doom Lord. Come and claim what is yours." And with that, you hear like this like weird like sucking sound, and all of a sudden, with a clap, whoosh, the portal closes. And you are now back in the darkness of the catacombs.
I did not like any of that.
And with that, we're calling it a night. It is 10 o'clock. Sunset, you are no longer on fire at this point. The fire goes out. But
not that I would know.
But your robe that you purchased seems
It
damaged.
was a dress.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. A dress. My bad. Seems damaged.
Yes, I imagine. It apparently caught fire while I was in severe pain and blinded.
Well, you were on fire.
But
I
that
imagine
is,
that the damage dealt was more akin to like it was probably like radiant damage more than anything, and so it was more than just the fire present on the outside. It was a almost like spiritual damage as well. The searing
Yep.
was not just on the outside, it was throughout the entirety of my
Like
body.
the damage.
And
Yeah.
Johan in the YouTube chat asks if Lode got the girl again. Johan, he didn't get the girl this episode, but don't worry. He'll
there's still
We
plenty.
still got time.
there's still plenty of time in this campaign.
There's a whole continent more ladies to
Yeah.
enjoy.
But the question
Those
is,
are ladies.
what's
Also, what's up, Johan?
what would the name of this episode be?
No longer on fire.
Stargate.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop. I like stop, drop, and roll. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Just one long scream.
Ah!
It burns.
I'll do
scream.
a little
Yeah.
foreshadowing. You have just met a very pivotal character in what I'm gonna do for the overarching season 2.
Interesting.
Yeah, he seems like kind of a dick,
Well, yeah.
considering the amount of punishment received for just speaking.
I would
might
always
be-
side with the Doom Lord.
Yeah, he sounds
This,
cool.
this is true. This is true. I mean, maybe he's offering a better deal.
Sounds
Better
smart.
than lily pads.
Hey,
Open for negotiation.
Find out next time.
Next time on
Yep.
Binding Roll. Well, anyone still watching, please like and subscribe. I think Johan is our one viewer. Have a good evening.
There you go, Han.
Good night.
What's up, dude?
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta get to the right screen here. Hold on. We're not stopped yet. There we go. Now we're stopped.